After not really enjoying WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, I had hoped to find my childhood wasn't a lie in 2007. Yet, all I got was yet another SmackDown 2 Know Your Role of an experience. My childhood was a lie. That game wasn't a good game, and 2007 isn't any better. There's a lot of reasons as to why, so let's get this one done with, in hopes whatever comes next won't just be yet another disappointment. Where the good wrestling games at?
The world may never know.
Create a Superstar has seen some improvements, yet also some downgrades. To begin with, we can now sculpt faces and bodies better than ever. We also have less freezing/stuttering during editing. In fact, while scrolling through all the very few assets this game comes with, you won't be stopping to load the next 3 assets in the tiny windows on your left. Nope, now it's just all there and loads pretty fast onto your wrestler for preview. What a nice change, but of course this brings me to a con. There's less content in this game than 2006 in terms of creation parts.
Oh boy, here we go.
So if you enjoyed certain shirts, pants, necklaces, masks, tattoos, or whatever, well, it's probably not even here in the game. But then again, it might be on Xbox 360 as I'm playing the PlayStation 2 version of these games, as all of them are on here, while the others were not. So I want to stay consistent with a platform to review this series on, therefore PS2 it was. So who knows, maybe on 360 you got more stuff, because memory and next generation disk capacity or whatever tech nonsense you want to talk about it is. This isn't some ordinary gamers.
Okay, I've already gone. Okay, you get it?
We're just reviewing the game if it's fun to play with or not.
Hey, okay, we get the point.
Honestly, the fluidity of creating wrestlers is just a nice change of pace. Things feel more responsive as I navigate the UI to find what I want, or at least try to. Which brings me to another change-up. The coloring has been improved, for the most part. Certain assets don't like being recolored, such as the white t-shirt can't be turned to another color. It's just a pale version of whatever you wanted instead. So I'm going to give Mutahar a red shirt. Instead, he got a turtleneck red shirt, which looks so awful on him. Then again, a turtleneck on anyone looks god-awful. I couldn't give Asmongold his hairstyle. Certain hairs can no longer be made longer or even recolored. There's less hairstyles in general. I couldn't even make Derp properly. Derp is love. Derp is life. Without Derp, mankind is nothing. I had to make him look like the Slim Jim mascot from back in the day after we lost Randy Savage. For anyone who even remembers the Slim Jim mascot.
Who's that?
One last thing before we move on, I'm getting tired of having to remake everyone in each game, so I'll be cutting back who I make in future reviews till about SVR 2010, where I remember being able to create things better. So in the next 2 games, expect only 4 of these guys coming back, as 3 are templates for creation mode testing, and the other is the best thing I ever made.
And the opponent, from parts unknown, the Legend!
Create a moveset remains unchanged outside of one quality of life improvement. This being you can alter everyone's moveset before exiting to save. You no longer have to edit each person individually with saving in between each one. What a time saver, as I can now just get in there and get things done. Good job, Yukes. This is what I like to see. Less stopping and going and more just playing a game. But yeah, that's about it. Given nothing else is different, so let's move on to create an entrance, which has also seen some improvements.
Oh, really?
Create an entrance has been enhanced to allow actual real-time previews. The standard that we're used to is finally here. No more generic 2D menus with tons of loading screens in between each one, just to see an entrance we may or may not like. Nope, Now it just fades for a brief few seconds, and then we can see what each thing is. There's plenty of entrances, including generics that are just unnamed unique wrestler entrances for legal reasons. We got plenty of choices in that regard. However,
ah boy, here we go.
the music and audience is tied together. So if you disable music for, say, content creation wise, cause copyright is bullshit, well, the entrance will be silent till fireworks go off or the announcer says your name.
The following contest is a Money in the Bank ladder match. On the way to the ring, from Florida, the Ladies Man.
It's just a nice improvement overall outside of this gripe. So, good on you, Ukes. One step forward, a few steps back.
Kids, there's just no pleasing them.
Create a Stable is untouched from last time. The only good thing is several entrances are properly named now. Though you can't use Degeneration X, cause fuck you, that's why. Gotta hate it when games do that. Take what you like and lock it behind a paywall, let alone progression system that's not worth progressing through. Why can't everything just be unlocked from the start? Let me have my ultimate wrestling sandbox, Ukes, you fuckers.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Once again, the roster is terrible. What makes things worse is we got some people back like Mark Henry, but then we also got several nobodies that no one outside of fanboys of WWE can remember. I'm completely flabbergasted as to what kind of roster this is. Why are they getting worse and worse?
I don't know.
What also sucks is most legends are once again hidden behind progression under season mode and whatnot. I have no interest in that crap mode after so many Snorefests in a row. So why can't I just buy them with the cash? Alright, you can't even get the cash from challenges anymore, but more on that later when we cover the locker room.
Can't wait.
So overall, the roster sucks. Last time it was 3 Hulk Hogans, this time it's 4 Mick Foleys. I like some of the roster though.
No, I don't believe that. That's bullshit. There's no way.
Batista, Booker T, Finlay, JBL, Mark Henry, Matt Hardy, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, The Boogeyman, The Great Khali, Undertaker, Big Show, Edge, some strange invisible guy, I think it's a glitch.
That's a good one.
Kane, Kurt Angle, who I always despised, Lita, Mick Foley, Mickey James, Ric Flair, Rob Van Dam, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Umaga.
Is that all?
But the rest I could care less for, let alone don't remember, and again, the Legends list is okay, but having to play a terrible mode like Season Mode just to get trophies in certain match types, to be able to buy them, isn't worth it. It never will be. Also, why the fuck is Shane McMahon in the list? He's not a legend, he's a fucking little prick.
You can feel it, dude!
They finally decided it was time to change the combat system to something somehow way worse than Here Comes the Pain 3.0 from the last game. Oh, goody gumdrops. I absolutely hate this system. It's so god-awful. You ever wanted to break your face buttons from mashing them non-stop just to get up after getting knocked down, to only not get up for several minutes as your opponents beat you down some more? Or even go after others, let alone escape the steel cage? Yeah, this combat system fucking sucks.
He's not letting his opponent get away that easily. He made it to the top of the cage, just a little bit further.
You now only have one attack button via square. The rest is now tied to the right analog stick. Plus, you can also use R1 to combine it for even more attacks. Oh, and if you want to Irish whip anyone anymore, you gotta use R1 and X.
These superstars have been going hard all match. They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play. No doubt, Cole. Ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of...
The combat is just so clunky and unintuitive. You're just standing there, hoping to land a shot with these strange button combinations to only end up fucked up. More so than a cocaine-addicted bear going through withdrawals.
Running on fumes. I think these superstars are getting some feedback. Watch out! He reversed it.
Having to mash random buttons to get up, even though it won't actually speed up the process and will only damage your controller more. Having such strange button combinations to even pull off something so basic as an Irish whip, which used to just be a simple press of the circle button. Nothing about this new system is great. Even after a few hours of playing it, I'm still not enjoying it, nor can I get used to it.
A chair shot is a chair shot.
And you can't take too many of those and expect to continue.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
Though I will say, I get the idea, and if they can work it out in the next game, maybe it won't be so bad, cause it's not like they're going to change the combat system all over again, right? Right?
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right. Edge is a real humanitarian. A guy who would just as soon sell you out as look at you.
What are you talking about, JR?
The lock-on system has become worse, as now it's a pain to retarget the nearest threat. This led to me getting attacked plenty of times. How can I counter someone or dodge someone if the lock-on system wants me to focus on another person outside of the ring far away from me, who's fighting another guy? I try pressing the usual buttons, but those don't work. It appears once again, buttons have been reassigned. Fuck me.
Wasn't around for them. I don't think that chick, like every chick you get with that, Michael, this ain't gonna be pretty.
Turns out they made the select button your target change.
Oh, okay.
Which doesn't always work, as I press it and my target is still someone I don't want, and that leads to me getting my ass kicked. What is going on here? Reversals for some reason have gotten worse in this game. Now you're even less likely to pull off a successful counter, so get ready to be beaten to a pulp whenever you play the game. At this point, they just need to remove it entirely or make it a single button that will actually work.
And there's the pin! That was like 2.5, Cole.
Oh, how lovely. They brought back the terrible stamina system that still drains like a 98-year-old chain smoker trying to compete in the Olympics. The only improvements that were made are now you can use circle instead of select to recover, and finally the AI will actually attempt to recover their stamina in this game, unlike in 2006. That's it.
What doesn't stop this? Who in their right mind would try to do that?
You can now fight in the crowd, yet no matter how hard I tried, this feature never worked. So I'll just say it's broken or a fucking lie and move on already. This game is terrible, and I just don't want to keep reviewing these games anymore. But I must finish what I started, just like the eventual completion of I review every sports game for the Atari 2600. Yeah, that's not coming along quite well either.
I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple. You're not going to last long if you keep getting hit by that.
There's only a single new match type available. Meanwhile, they removed several like Fulfill Your Fantasy, Backstage Brawl, 3 Stages of Hell, Slobber Knocker. Doesn't sound like a match type, it sounds like a certain hub freaking category. Hardcore, Tornado, 6-man tag, Table, Tornado, 6-man tag, Table, Triple Threat Tornado tag, and more.
These superstars have been going hard all match. They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes in.
But for the one new match type available, it's Money in the Bank. Yeah, I don't see the appeal. It's not like you actually get any of the money from this to use to unlock stuff in the shop. So why should I play this match? Exactly, I shouldn't. And I only played it once for this review. It sucks, it's boring, there's no appeal whatsoever. It's just another ladder match situation, but now you have a briefcase in place of the belt that you don't get to even keep. Lame.
It's a long fall for whoever loses this fight, Cole. This is not a fight that either superstar can afford to lose. Oh my God, he is just a couple inches away of becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. Man, you just can't put...
And yep, that's all this game has to offer. You may be wondering, what about Season Mode, PPV Mode, and GM Mode? Well, I hate them, so I will never cover those modes again, unless they're vastly improved and worth actually talking about. Till then, this review is short because this game lacks content and value. I went in expecting something good and better than 2006, especially because I played this game for hundreds of hours on my Darth Vader PSP back in the day. Yet, what I got was a worse version of 2006. Don't get me wrong, I'm still not a huge fan of 2006, but that game just offers a lot more in comparison.
Oh, no shit.
You got more assets for cause, you got more match types, you got a slightly better combat system, as this one in 2007 is just too goddamn clunky to deal with. Sure, 2007 has returning favorite wrestlers and more entrances, plus better coloring options for cause, not to mention the stellar soundtrack. Oh man, the soundtrack takes me back to when I was still a kid, but those alone cannot justify this game's existence. Just play 2006 for now, and let's hope 2008 won't be another disappointment.
It's our only hope!
Oh god, the loading and saving is still bad. Why does it take 5 minutes just to boot up the game? Almost 2 minutes to autosave, almost 3 minutes to load into a match. This game is somehow worse at times with loading than previous games. Even those older SmackDown games weren't this atrocious. Were they?
Probably.
After this, we just got 4 more games to go. 2008 will be next, and I'm not exactly enthused to play it. Let's hope that in turn will make me actually like the game, because man, is there just too many mediocre wrestling games not worth really playing. Where the good games at? I haven't really played anything great yet, just painfully average at best. Oh well, it is what it is, right? After Dreamcast, PS1, Genesis, and now PS2, it's just mediocrity, 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 and painfully average. It is what it is.
You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. There it is.
At the end of the day, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 is a mediocre game barely worth playing. I had high hopes and it didn't pay off. 2007 just doesn't offer much value in comparison to the last game. They removed several match types and the dozens of unique challenges to unlock stuff in favor of predetermined matches with only unique superstars to earn tiny amounts of cash. Yeah, no, I don't know a single person who plays these kinds of games just to play as John Cena the whole fucking time. Everyone just wants to create and goof around. And with modern WWE games, to download and share creations, making them get into all types of wacky shenanigans, like Bugs Bunny beating the crap out of AVGN.
Absolutely. Yep.
Anyways, 2007 isn't that good, but I'll recommend it as it's playable. Just gotta get used to the new combat system that makes 2006 look fluid in comparison. Hopefully 2008 won't disappoint. I remember people saying it was the best looking one graphically of all SmackDown vs. Raw games. So let's see if it's not just eye candy mediocrity. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.